Welcome everybody to another episode of Fantasy News. I am your now almost entirely recovered from being sick goblin host Daniel Greene, and today we're just gonna go ahead and jump on into the news, shall we? We are getting a special edition of The Last Wish, the 0.5 book of the Witcher series over at Illumicrate. It has a very nice minimal black and gray appeal with these forest design along the bottom as well as the Witcher logo on the top. I do really enjoy this aesthetic. It looks quite nice. After converting the charge at the bottom of the website, it's gonna be about $28 to $29, and I'm assuming with shipping a bit more than that for us in the US. And I don't know, I like this quite a bit. I think my only real criticism would be on your website. If you're gonna do this nice special edition of the book where fans are gonna be, oh, should I buy it, should I not? Show us what you've done in the inside as well. I see this quite often where special editions show off their outside, but they rarely open up the pages. I also care about the layout of the inside. I like that appeal aesthetic of the book as well. And from what I'm seeing on their website here, there's literally no way to see the inside. If I'm gonna spend $30 in a book, show me the inside. Am I alone in that? I don't think I am. I don't think I'm entirely alone in saying, please show me the ins and outs of this investment for my shelf. But if you'd like to pre-order yourself a copy, links to this and of course everything I talk about right down there. But before we continue on, I need to have a quick message from today's sponsor. And this video is brought to you by Campfire. Campfire is the desktop application to help you transform that epic fantasy world you know is hidden deep down in your brain into a easy to access and organized application right there on your desktop or laptop, Mac or PC. With just a one-time purchase of $49.99, you get access to all kinds of templates to help you organize the timeline of your story, the character arts, backstories, bios. It's all there, and you can just easily access all of that information. No more Google Docs on top of Google Docs with spreadsheets and spreadsheets that you forget to label. No, easy to access, right there, saved, one-time purchase. And if that's not enough, for just an additional purchase of $24.99, you get the World Building Expansion Pack. This will allow you to flesh out your magic system, the races, religions, philosophies, magical items, species, everything you could possibly desire to really make that world feel as alive as possible while you're writing it. Easily access that idea you had months ago, right there next to the actual writing of your story. So whether you're a dedicated DM or an author, Campfire is an invaluable tool to get you started. And if you'd like to sign up, use the link in the description down below and you can get started today. And the winners for the Tolkien Society Awards were announced. And I'm not going to go over all the winners here. If you want to check them out, as I said before, link it right down there. But I do want to give a special congratulations for Best Online Content to the Prancing Pony podcast. Good job, guys. I'm sure it feels really good to be recognized in this way. I am going to go ahead and wish I could possibly be considered for something like that, but I probably can't. I can't be considered for anything Tolkien related. I don't make enough Tolkien content. Drat. And if you wanted to star, be a part of, or just involved with a fantasy adaptation, well, Shad Brooks, aka Shadversity here on YouTube, is putting together a bit of a test short for his book to try and then pitch to Hollywood, and their casting call has been released. If you are interested in playing Dalen, Lyra, or Jenna, and are possibly available to film in Canada, then this could be your shot, your one shot, your opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. Early 2000s references. They will be shooting in Montreal, Canada. The pay depends on how much they successfully gather through their backing when they're doing their fan crowdsourcing, you know how all that works. And it is going to be a short film, hopefully eventually from there going to be made into a full live action movie. And congratulations, Shad. Just as a YouTuber, it's cool to see other YouTubers making moves along this line. If you're interested, go ahead and send your application email to this address here. Have fun, good luck, and may the best auditioner win. And in by no means like groundbreaking news, but I definitely want to cover it here because to me it's awesome. The Princess Bride is officially coming to Disney Plus May 1st. The reason I bring this up is I'm aware some of the younger people in my audience have never watched The Princess Bride. This is widely considered one of the best fantasy adaptations of all time, if not one of the best movies of all time. Please go check it out. Don't even wait for it to be on the service May 1st. Rent it, stream it, whatever, pirate it. I don't care. Just watch Princess Bride if you haven't to. It's like a perfect movie. Just, there's a reason that when they announced like, oh, there's a rumor it could be remade, the entire internet went, no! Because it definitely simply shouldn't be remade. You cannot improve upon what was already crafted. And Diamond Select has announced they're going to be releasing new figurines for Avatar: The Last Airbender and Lord. Oh my god! That is a terrifying toy. What is with toys and these faces recently? Just make them have normal expressions, for the love of... Wow, all that's unholy. That is wrong and evil. I don't like it. Oh my god, shake it off, shake it off. All right, ooh, okay, whatever. Let's throw it over to the weather for a second. How's the weather over in the Shattered Plains, Daniel? Oh, great. And for my Cowboy Bebop fans, it seems that planning for season 2 of this live-action TV show has already begun. I used to be really excited when I heard season 2 for shows were getting underway. I was like, oh, hell yeah, that's so nice, cool, good for you, I like it. But now I realize it's often just a studio tactic to get fans excited, to say like, we have so much confidence. Season 1's not already out? Well, guess what? We're already working on season 2. When, yeah, it's more of a marketing strategy, and they didn't even specifically say production. They said planning. So yeah, I'm going to say this is just another one of those things. They're trying to get the fan base hyped, though don't take that as me saying it will be bad. I'm just saying, you know, it's a part of the marketing. That's all. I plan on trying the Cowboy Bebop live action show whenever it is released, and I've never seen the anime, which I'm sure will vastly anger the fans of the anime, but you know, I'm focusing on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood right now. Unfortunately, it has been revealed that the Sandman adaptation, of course because of current events, has been put on hold. Although, it also has been shown that the scripts for the first season are done, and casting even started before production was shut down. So we could still get some news from the Sandman adaptation. As someone who's working his way through the series, I'm rather excited to hear this, and I'm very curious on how they will adapt this. This will be an odd adaptation and a difficult one for sure, but I have faith in the people involved, and I'm always an optimistic guy. I like to be happy and optimistic. I'm not going to apologize for that. And in very exciting news for Hunger Games fans, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy, is officially being adapted over at Lionsgate, with the original director returning, Francis Lawrence. And so, yeah, this is kind of the best news Hunger Games fans could get, as long as they were fans of the movie. You're going to have continual artistic vision helming the project and bringing it one last time to the screen, maybe one last time. It's Hunger Games. Like, as soon as we knew the book was coming out, the prequel, you know this movie's going to get made, and maybe another book, maybe another movie. We don't know. But for now, yes, the prequel is coming with the original director attached. And in two pieces of video game news I quickly wanted to cover today, and I'm hoping tomorrow at the time of the release of this fantasy news, though I can't promise, I'm sorry. Cyberpunk 2077, probably the most anticipated game of this year, is $10 cheaper to pre-order on Amazon right now as of recording this. Some people have been speculating this means the game will be bad. No, things like this just occasionally happen. It's a way to generate additional sales, and with the delay, I could understand why they'd want to add in more money earlier on. And then the second piece of news coming through, we also have a delay of Death Stranding coming to the PC. It was originally supposed to be released June 2nd, but now it won't be out for the PC until July 14th. I'm gonna be honest, I tried this one, not my favorite. Really didn't like it, don't understand the hype, and really don't appreciate the creator of the game saying people who don't like it just don't understand. I have never once in my life seen someone claim that pretentious BS and actually have any merit to what they are saying. No, you cannot claim everyone who doesn't like your product is just too stupid. Get that crap out of here. I'm so not a fan of that. And LeVar Burton has confirmed he will be making an appearance in Star Trek Picard. Okay, as someone who doesn't love Star Trek Picard, I can still appreciate this, and I'm sure for the people who do enjoy this show, this just makes them all the more excited, and that's fantastic. And you know what, just seeing LeVar Burton do anything, I'm kind of just down for. I love the guy. And in one of the grandest misfirings of comedy I've seen in a while, IGN decided they put out a fake trailer for season 2 of The Mandalorian, and just from the like to dislike ratio on their own video, you can tell how this was received. 1, it wasn't funny. 2, they tried to make it like a 420 holiday April Fool's joke, which I already hate April Fools. I don't do it here on the channel. So yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna hard say this was just a bad move and it didn't come across well. And 3, you actually do break trailers and things occasionally. A lot of people were obviously disappointed, not even just angry at the bad comedy, they were just disappointed by being misled like this. So people already like to meme on you a lot. Don't make it easier than it already is. James Gunn, the director behind the upcoming Suicide Squad sequel, has actually said you do not need to watch the first one to understand the second. He was very adamant about this on an Instagram Q&A he did, and this has led people to speculate that it'll be a soft reboot or just entirely a remake. I don't know if you can quite go that far with him just saying, no, you don't need to see the first one, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to distance himself from that perfectly fine dumpster fire as much as possible. And I am excited for Suicide Squad 2 because I really enjoy James Gunn's work, and I also think the Suicide Squad cast and premise has quite a bit of potential under the right creative lens, and if I was going to pick anybody, yeah, James Gunn seems to be the guy to do it. And in the last bit of superhero news we're going to cover here today on the channel, the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson has of course been delayed. Now it will be released October 1st. Now I want to end this fantasy news with actually a recommendation. I've only watched the first episode, but The Midnight Gospel on Netflix was just released, and after watching the first episode, I'm hooked. If you miss the days where like MTV or Adult Swim on Cartoon Network would push out just really experimental, weird content that just felt like nothing else that was currently around, this is hitting that similar vibe for me. The first episode was like just this guy traveling to a parallel dimension to talk with the president of that dimension while a zombie apocalypse is going on, and they have this really in-depth conversation about possible implications of drug usage and the positives and negatives of it while simultaneously dealing with a zombie apocalypse. Like, that's almost like the backdrop to their conversation. Really weird, really well done for what it's trying to do. I don't promise you it's great, but it's very good at accomplishing what it wants to do. And the whole framing of this is the main character is running an interdimensional multiverse podcast, and he's traveling to these different locations to experience this. If it sounds appealing to you at all, check it out. It'll be worth your time, at least the first episode. That's all I can vouch for, but I enjoyed it while I was eating my Wheaties this morning. But this has been your latest episode of Fantasy News. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the Patreon if you want to support what I do here. And have a good one, y'all. Peace. And of course, I'd like to record a special shout out to my 2 latest high-tier Patreons, Truthless of Canada and Benjamin Linzen. Both very much so sounding like badass real-world fantasy names. Truthless of Canada, are you where all the lies of Canada go? I need to know. It's a fascinating premise. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great one. Peace.